Fighting out of the red corner, this man is an independent fighter. Would you please welcome Myles Richards? His opponent standing across the cage. Fighting out of the blue corner, representing ASW Hemsworth, Jack Culshaw.
We move on to the next contest, an amateur bantamweight bout between Myles Richards and Jack Culshaw. Virtually identical in weight and records, both share one victory and one defeat. The ever-popular Jack Culshaw of ASW Hemsworth comes out striking with left and right.
He's looking to get Richards out of there quickly, but Richards saying no, I'm not.
Yeah, I can't think where I've seen Richards before. I'm sure I've called one of his fights as he comes in with a big right hand.
We've called one of his fights together.
Was it Golden Ticket?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. And he's quite happy to stand and trade with Culshaw then, as the action just moves towards the fence on the near side.
A nice little scramble by Richards then, straight to his knees and back up. And Culshaw looks like he's struggling to get his back off the cage a little bit.
Richards looking for the takedown now as he drops.
Culshaw looks like he's got in on a guillotine though. He's just trying to get the leverage right.
I don't think he's quite in the position to get it, but judging by the grimace on his face, he was cranking it. Richards still hunting the takedown though, could end up in a worse position here. Don't think it's on though. Richards can't really see.
To extend his legs and maybe put a bit of pressure on his rib cage, disrupt his breathing that way. Richards looks like he's hanging on nicely. Very tough to see from all angles though.
But I do like when a fighter like Myles Richards comes along, people see the sort of independent tag and they automatically think this guy's probably not going to be that great, but it's nice that you do get guys that train at multiple gyms. As we've said, we've commentated Myles before. He's a very capable fighter and he's giving Culshaw a scrap at the moment.
But he needs to watch that right arm because Culshaw's looking to walk that cage. Wise to it though, looks like he could fall into a triangle. He needs to stand up out of this. Culshaw sending a few strikes out there.
You're just digging. For me, I'd like to see Myles stand up from this position. But
he's got cat-like reflexes as Myles.
Yeah. Culshaw on top though.
Spinning out of that omoplata. Culshaw's throwing everything at him and the kitchen sink, and he spins out of everything, does Richards.
Looking to tie Culshaw up now, try and nullify the offence as we come towards the final stages of this round.
He gets out of there and he throws a kick because Richards started climbing for a triangle, but Culshaw's like, let's get him back on the feet.
She tells him to stand up, so it'll be interesting now. Good body kick, but caught by Richards.
Nice.
Look for the sweep.
Richards is throwing back.
And they're throwing down. We have got a fight on our hands. Culshaw, I don't think he's taken a step back yet, tells Richards to come forward. Richards showing lovely.
Oh, beautiful by Richards there, catch and sweep.
Richards not having any of the wave to come forward, catches the roundhouse and sweeps his man.
He's making every independent fighter in the country proud right now because this is quite a display from Richards.
And I'll tell you what, it was a fairly even, open sort of striking battle before it ended up on the mat. Richards was on top for the majority.
Yeah.
He got the takedown then towards the end by that little sort of short flurry with Culshaw in between. Richards could be slightly in front just after that round.
Yeah, it was very, very neck and neck, and Culshaw came forward. Richards was happy to just counter everything, you know, and
like
throw
you
back
said,
as well.
cat-like reflexes.
Yeah.
I mean, for want of a selfish individual that I am, I would love to see a striking exchange now through minutes 4 through 6, but
I think you might get your wish if Culshaw has anything to do with it. But Culshaw comes into the cage, right? Quite a confident chap, great fighter, cartwheels in. Richards stood there just looking forward. We don't know much about Richards. We've got one of his fights before, we've seen a bit. Richards comes out, Culshaw's got to be thinking, right, what do I do now? Because he's done everything, it's been everywhere.
And Culshaw's, like we say, he's not one to take a backward step, and that was evident in the first 3 minutes of this fight. And we'll see probably again now that he'll just push forward. Here he comes, walking in.
Sign of respect there as well. He's got Culshaw's respect.
It's for the head kick and Pineapple's in, but Richards equal to it. Good left hand. And now Richards is giving Culshaw a bit, saying,
yeah.
bring it. So looks for the
beautiful body. Oh my word.
He looked for the Superman punch. Culshaw looked for the spinning back kick, but Richards, as you said, gets the body lock and the takedown.
He's so reactive to everything. He didn't plan that, but he saw the situation, he got the body lock and he tripped straight away. And Culshaw's going to be asking himself now, what do I do? This guy's still in it, this guy's still here.
Culshaw trying to use the cage. But Richards, beautiful, gets wrist control, drags his man so that his back's on the mat. He's now slightly away from the cage.
By Richards, sorry for cutting you off, but he caught him with 2 hammer fists to the face.
And Richards quite content just to sit in the guard here. He's got his man, albeit in his own corner, but he's got his head against the cage. He doesn't look like he's in any danger.
Culshaw's dangerous here though, and he's shown that he will throw attacks up from this position and use those long legs of his. So Richards just needs to be a little bit more savvy and wise to this. But, you know, Richards is shocking a lot of people right now.
Good shots from Richards. Jack's looking to stand up Richards. Good game plan, just locks the legs, pulls him out, closes the gate.
Allows him to put pressure on his own arms and tire his arms out. He ain't going anywhere. Richards has your hips.
And then just positioning his head, sitting back in the guard, catching his breath.
Control there. Richards is showing signs of
Needs to be careful.
Of a good fighter. He needs to watch that up kick though. Richards is hunted now. Richards wants to be back down in top control.
He's going to drop into there, just needs to watch the other arm.
Let's see, he needs to posture up out of this.
Good, as if he was listening to you, Dan, right in front of us.
Great minds think alike.
Back in top position, as you've said.
And he's landing strikes, he's staying busy, but Culshaw staying busy as well. You know, he's landing strikes from bottom, he keeps on ringing those ears, but he just can't get those hips free.
Well, it's a very controlling round for Richards. Now, as we said at the end of the first, Richards could have just done enough to steal that round, albeit it was very close, but it could potentially be leaving Culshaw with it all to do if it makes it to the third.
Culshaw's not doing anything wrong here though, he's doing all the right things, the butterfly, but Richards has got the balance.
He's just getting manhandled at the moment.
Yeah, trying to climb the cage, but Richards has got your hips.
Richards is a small guy, obviously he's a bantamweight fighter, but he's got a lot of strength. It's quite evident against the bigger man, because Culshaw's taller fighter, he's rangier, he looks a little thicker, but Myles Richards is not deterred.
I've seen bigger flyweights than Richards, and that's a scary thing because Richards is manhandling. And I mean, I'm not influencing a weight cut here because I'm on that, you know, bandwagon with everyone else right now. Weight cutting needs sorting out. If you're strong at this weight, stay at this weight. But you know, this guy's got options.
Yeah, absolutely. Just love to be an ear in the corner of both these fighters. Obviously, UFC Scott Askham in the corner of Jack Culshaw.
And he looks like he's trying to fire his man up here now, like, what are you going to do? You need to do this. Stick to the game plan, you know.
He may not be, but for me, I'd be saying use your range. You've found success throwing the head kick. Don't give him a chance to close the distance. Whereas Richards' corner probably saying, we've got you at least 1, possibly 2 rounds to the good.
Whatever Askham was saying, he sold it to me because he was saying it with some intensity. So let's see if Culshaw comes out with something a little bit different. And Richards looking for a lot more of the same because he's had Culshaw's number on every turn so far.
Absolutely agree with you, Dan. Touch of gloves to start this third round. Culshaw comes out stalking his man as he has done the whole fight.
A little more tentative, not just leading with those leg kicks straight away.
Good uppercut from Culshaw and a right hand behind it. He needs to be careful when throwing those kicks though. Like you say, it looks as though Richards is looking for that. It's what he wants to try and close the distance and get the takedown.
Look how Culshaw's making Richards come at him.
Good left hand from both fighters. Culshaw lands, but so does Richards. Good inside low kick from Culshaw.
And maybe that's what Askham was saying to him, you know, look, you're running forward, you're attacking, let him come to you, counter his movement, you're the longer man, let him step into your zone, and that's what he's doing, he's keeping that range, making Richards want to come forward, boom, catching him. There we go again.
Close the distance now. It'll be interesting to see whether Richards looks for a trip here. He's trying to push Culshaw towards the fence. He's got that. He's looked for the single.
He's one strong do, but Richards jumps on the neck here.
Culshaw, you mean?
Culshaw, sorry.
You confused me then.
Yeah.
Culshaw looking to get a short guillotine. Doesn't get it, but does end up in top position and in side control. Looking for the mount. Richards equal to it.
We already know that Richards got those tricky hips, though. He can get out of a tight squeeze.
Good knee to the body from Culshaw and the right hand behind it.
But depending on how that first round is scored, could we be looking for a possible finish by Culshaw? Does he need that, or does he want to be better? You know, better to be safe than sorry. Really look from that finish, because
Culshaw looking to pass. But like you say, Richards has been great defensively. Good hips. He's tied that one leg up. He's almost got the knee guard in.
Look how he just sits up with the butterfly.
It's beautiful.
Oh, what a sweep!
Beautiful sweep, and Richards in top position again.
He's having his own independent. He's saying this in his opponent's mind. That's what he's done here.
Now, if he can free up this right hand, he's in a good position to throw some leather whilst Culshaw's pressed in against the cage.
What does Culshaw have to do?
Bury him.
Yeah.
Richards just leaning down on the arm of Culshaw. Not necessarily eager to throw strikes, doesn't necessarily need to.
Oh, he needs to control, and he's doing what he needs to do to win. He's
got the back
though.
He's got his hooks in.
But we know Culshaw's wise, you know, he's a good fighter. He can be looking to escape this. Like, he's not fought a bad fight so far. This is the thing, he's not fought a bad fight.
And Richards is celebrating.
Oh. You know, it is a close fight. You don't want to celebrate too early.
Final 10 seconds of this round, but for me, it may have been premature if something had happened, but it looks like he is going to do enough.
And Richards leaves celebrating at the end. Culshaw came in confident at the beginning.
A superb contest between these two bantamweights. Like you say, Culshaw probably never got the fight he wanted to get, but to be ashamed of. As you said, if you're Culshaw, he went out and he tried to implement the game plan, but Richards was just equal to it. Found himself in some fortunate positions at times when the fighters came together in the second round, and Richards managed to grab the body lock. But like we say, nonetheless, a fantastic contest between two solid young amateur bantamweights.
I'm excited to see these two again because they put on one hell of a fight.
And we will pass it over. The judges' scorecards are just currently being rendered, but it will be passed over to our MC Lee Nicholson, who will make the decision official. Is that Fabian Edwards?
That looks like Fabian Edwards to me.
Yeah, UTC man, through.
You got Fabian Edwards in your corner, you come out as an independent. I think that was part of the game plan.
Yeah. I've only just really noticed the corner of Myles Richards. I was so impressed by his performance, I failed to notice, but here we go. Our MC Lee Nicholson has the decision, and it will come along in a few moments' time.
Ladies and gentlemen, your appreciation for our fighters, please. And so after 3 rounds, we head to our judges' scorecards where we have a split decision. Your winner in the red corner,